Closing the door behind him, he pushed you up against the door. Your back pressed hard against the wood. He pinned you with his body. You could feel his breath on your face, the smell of sake lingering. You closed your eyes, the fire burning hotter in your thighs. He chuckled and brushed his fingers across your lips. Turn around, he groaned, stepping back and spinning you around. He pinned you between the door and his chest, his hands on your shoulders, brushing your hair away from your neck, holding you down, his other hand skimmed down your side. Your breathing hitched as his hand rested on the small of your back. He chuckled and gave your neck a soft bite.
And if I read any more, YouTube will probably flag the video.
Hey peeps, it's Flick, and today, as you can tell by the title, up the top or to the side, wherever it is, that today I am showing you and revealing to you and maybe even telling you a little bit about my fanfictions, short stories, novels and stuff that I have created, I have written with all my heart and soul that I love. And yes, let's get into it, shall we? This folder has got like all, not all, these are just like not even a quarter of the books I have. Anyway, these are like pages and books and stuff that I have filled with stories. Okay, FYI, most of these are basically like One Piece fan fictions, but then, okay, I just want to also clarify that not all of them have sexual themes in them. Some of them are just purely adventure based, because you know I love my adventures. But some of them, there are a couple that are just purely sexual, or lemons, as they call them in the fan fiction. So the first one I have is this like lined notebook out that I got, this is about 3 years old, this one. Anyway, it's just a basic lined book. If you follow my Instagram, at kickassflick, self-plugging, you will see like me do a couple flick throughs through this book. And yeah, so this one mostly contains fan fiction. And if you've ever seen or heard of the anime One Piece, then that's what this baby is filled with. Mostly it's the character of Zoro, Roanoa Zoro, because Bay. So yes, this book is full of One Piece fan fiction, which One Piece is one of my favorite animes. I just love it so much. It's so great. Like, you have no idea, like, unless you've seen it, then of course you know, but this other book that is completely destroyed and missing like all of the other pages, I've had this for about 2 years. It was just a blank black notebook. This one of the pages that's left in it is another One Piece fan fiction, and it's just fills my heart with joy. Okay, so like I said, most of them are One Piece, but not all of them, and this is one of them. Yes, it's only a 48-page exercise book. I have several others of them because I got them from my local Target store because they were only 5 cents a book, so I picked up on some because why not? 5 cents. I mean, of course they're only 48 pages long, and like that's not even a story, that's like not even a chapter basically. So but they were good for like quick little like one-off scenario things. And this one, my friends, is a fan fiction of the lovely Winchester brothers. Not together, just of both of them and the reader. So yeah, I love Supernatural. It's problematic though, like it has its own problems with the show, don't get me started on that, but still, it's a great fan fiction for that one. Okay, let's dive into this one. Okay, this one's a mix. So this one has like One Piece and Supernatural in it. I kind of like split the book in half because sometimes when I'm writing a fan fiction story, whatever, I don't write it from start to finish. I never do. That is never how I write a story. I always write like little paragraphs or chapters of like really like intense adventures or intense feelings or emotions, or you know, and then I just kind of like have fillers, or some of the time I'll have the ending and then I work backwards. It's just the way I work. I mean, it doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. So you don't even have to guess what these two are. These two are both One Piece ones. I'm kind of like annoyed with myself that the ones I picked were all kind of like One Piece. This little exercise book is an original story, which I am so like, well, it's not finished obviously because blank pages, but I am getting into like writing this story, and this character does actually have a name, and it's based on my magical name, and it's kind of like a dream that I had, how I came across my magical name, but it also has different elements in it, and yeah, so that's what this one is about. And finally, I have this folder, this ring binder, which has just got loose leaf paper in it, and I've got about, I don't know, 80 pages. So I feel like I want to read a little something to you, but I've got to find which one I want to read because there is so many. He rested your head on his shoulder, feeling his heat radiate through his skin. You savored his warmth. He was handy in cold situations. His hands snaked around your waist, resting on your hip. Instinctively, you snuggled against his side. His chest vibrated as he chuckled to himself. You look up into his eyes as he slowly met yours. Smiling down at you, your heart skips a beat. Like the view, he jokes, his eyes crinkling at the sides. You raise your neck and brush your lips lightly across his.
The window was now clear from any shadowy figures. Intrigued, I began walking up the small gravel path lined with unkempt shrubs. Rubbing the cold metal between my thumb and forefinger, I kept my eyes on the top floor window, hoping to see whatever it was again. Reaching the 3 concrete steps, I stopped to look around the entrance for any signs of inhumane torture. Aside from the graffiti that someone with no artistic expression crudely wrote with Sharpie, there wasn't a sign of anything evil. Climbing the steps, I reached to place the key into the lock. As I'm about to turn it, I notice movement from the corner of my eye. I stop with my hand still on the key, as I use my peripheral vision to study the source of the movement. In the window closest to me, a form of breath, I guess, has appeared with words. Turning my head, I read it properly. Don't enter.
And yes, I hope you liked this video, I hope you enjoy. I will put my links to my social media in the description box below, so you can follow me for more behind the scenes shenanigans and whatnot. And yes, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sending you positive vibes. I hope you have a smile on your face. And yes, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!